about this immigration law and family law that we are going to discuss in this program. So I hope that you guys will keep sharing to everyone. So that would make easier for you guys. Let's share and keep watching me for the program for the rest of the time. I'm here to answer your questions and any query. You can call the number and I'll be there to answer you. So please keep sharing everything and join during the show. And if you guys have any question during the show, after the show, you guys can contact. Please keep sharing. A lot to be done there today. And yes. So welcome everyone to the Legal Rights Show. Your host, your guest today. I was also appeared last time for you guys, for your answering questions and for your queries. I explained so many things previously. Thank you for those who watched. Thank you for those who call us. And I hope that we have been helpful for you guys. And we are also here today to help you from Marvelock Solicitors. Let me repeat the address for you guys. Is 2A Midian Road, ground floor office, Hackney Central. We're just away 3 to 4 minutes away from Hackney Central. The postcode is E50PL. And today, in today's program, those who called and those who contacted, and there were some topic to be discussed. So I'm here today. I have made some points and I'm going to explain step by step to you guys. And I hope that it is going to be helpful for you people. And you people, I hope that started sharing this. And so those who are not aware about this legal right program, you may share with them, and they should also join us to be benefited from this program. So today, as previously I started with the immigration, and today I'm also going to start with immigration and family, two main areas. Rest of the areas, personal injury and the crime, we will bring in future, and once we continue along with the program, and then we can also start bringing those topics. So currently the main topics we are going to discuss today: immigration law and family law today. As we all know that when we come in this country from different background, the main purpose, the main goal for us is to find someone who can help them to regularize their immigration status. And people, they look for a good lawyer, as you all are aware of that in order to regularize your immigration status, you need a lawyer. Any legal work in this country, you need a lawyer. And all of you want to have a good person, you want to have a reliable person, honest person who can get you through, not just to play up with your money and leave you somewhere where you don't want to be. So this is the introduction, and I would also say, if there is any question, even during the studio, my contact number is coming on the screen: 0780 300 1377. Also, my email is coming on the screen, which is fahad@marvelocksolicitors.co.uk, and our firm's name, Marvelock Solicitors. Address, I can repeat that for you guys. So if someone wants to come and book the appointment and meet me in the office they can come. The address is 2A Median Road, ground floor office. We are just 3 minutes walking distance away from Hackney Central, and our postcode is E50PL. You guys can call office number, you can contact me direct on my mobile number. I will be happy to answer your call. And another very important point that I would like to raise here: anyone who calls for legal advice, first 30 minutes, there is no charge for that. Bear in mind, this is first 30 minutes. There is no charge for that. I have noticed some of them, I've explained them even twice, even more than that, and still they just want to know more. So over the phone, guys, you should understand that it's quite difficult sometimes taking calls, answering, and also when I'm working in the office, I always answer the call. Nobody can complain that this number nobody picks up. I always answer the call. Only my point is, first 30 minutes consultation is free. Anything you want to know, anything you want to discuss is free of cost. So the queries that people were concerned about, and they have asked, first thing, any law firm in the UK, they provide legal services. So I had some of the clients, they asked me, oh, you do, or you provide work permit. So I would be very clear here. We provide services. What services? For tier 2 sponsorship license for those businesses who are in the market. I would explain you step by step to all those who are in the position to apply the tier 2 sponsorship license. The tier 2 sponsorship license criteria has been in the UK for a very long time. In January, when we came out from EU, and then the government introduced some new changings in there. The new changings were not a lot in there. It was almost the same, but the duration as well as the criteria, they made it simple. So first thing, I would like to go for the tier 2 sponsorship license, those who are looking to apply. First thing that you need to identify whether you are a big company or you a small company. So I would make this very clear to you guys that if you are a big company, that means you have more than 50 employees, your turnover is 10.2 billion, you have like all, even the small businesses, big businesses, they have to have public and employability insurance in place. The minimum insurance should be 5 million for that. Of course, if your business is crossing the threshold of the VAT, then you must be registered for VAT. That is also a very important point. Then people, they straight away ask, oh, what document do I need? It's a very complex area when it comes to provide the documents, and I always tell them, come to the office, meet me, let's discuss, show me the audit accounts, send me the details of the business, registration, whether it's sole trader, whether it's liability or LLP, alternative business structure, whether it's a group or whether it's a franchise, part of a franchisor, or you link to that. So there are different categories. Every individual business would have its own base to apply for tier 2 sponsorship license. So the difficulty previously was that there was a criteria that some of the small businesses was not differing into that, and they were struggling to apply for it. But currently, even the small businesses, they can apply for that. Who differs into the small businesses? People who even have 10 employees, they have VAT certificate, they have the report for that how the business is doing, they have they can show that they have need of that particular skill that they're looking into the business. For example, if someone has a restaurant, they're looking for head chef. Let me make this clear that the chef and the head chef are not into the currently are not into the shortage occupation list, but they are still in the list. They can still apply if someone is looking for that with their restaurant. They can still do that. So some of them may be misguided by, I don't know by whom, but they were saying that, oh, this is still in a shortage occupation list, but not. It's been removed now. But you still can, if someone is looking for chef, head chef, assistant chef, they can do that. There are the honors codes, their salaries per hour or per annum, as long as your business can afford. People, some of them, the business is not making enough money, the business is not generating enough profit, then I think that makes it's a common sense that if someone wants to hire someone and the person already has so many employees and they have to show that they can afford who they are trying to employ. So previously there was people, they are getting confused in these two points when it comes to the understanding. So currently the Home Office, when they were issuing the Tier 2 sponsorship license to the businesses, they had restricted and unrestricted, and currently they are issuing defined and undefined, which is most likely is the similar, as you guys may be not allowed to bring from outside the UK. You can only hire people from inside the UK. That all depends when you have been granted the Tier 2 sponsorship license for your business. Nobody can assess this and advise you on this, that in the beginning what restriction you come with. It depends on the need of your business. So let's come to because most of those individuals who are looking to apply this Tier 2 sponsorship license for their small businesses, and I can just give them the overview that if they have employees less than 10, they can do that. They are registered, they have registered PAYE, they have account reference, they have audit account reports, they have management accounts, they have VAT certificate, they have insurance which meets the criteria, that they have up to 5 million for employees liability and public liability. Yes, they can go for it, which is very important point, and they can show the revenue that they are doing in the business, and they also need to show the need of the business, that why they are looking for this. So these are the main things that you have to establish, that before you want to go for Tier 2 sponsorship license. Just think about it, whether you guys have these documents in place. Yes, pick up the phone, call me directly, contact me directly, and let's go for it. And that would also be helpful for your employees. Once you have this Tier 2 sponsorship license in place, then the next step is that if you want to hire, that is the different step. When you have the Tier 2 sponsorship license and you want to employ, you want to give that, assign that sponsorship license to one of your employee, then that employee become a skilled worker. There is no requirement that your qualification should be minimum for level 6. Level 6 is a degree level in the UK, and there is no requirement for that, as long as the person has the required skills, which is going to have the tier 2 sponsorship license. So if you have someone and you have been granted, then the person would be categorized as a skilled worker, unless this is not somewhere in education industry. So I would make this very clear point A. Then if you come to the criteria of the skilled worker, the Home Office has a guidance for sponsorship, worker guidance for the case workers, and also the information is available online, which all of you can see, that the criteria, the list of document, and what document you need, how you apply for cause certificate of sponsorship, and who applies that, and who is responsible for the maintenance, either employer or employee. Both can have that, as long as employer can mention that they are going to be responsible for the maintenance. Yes, we can look into it and we can submit. Then for sponsorship license people, those who are granted and they are worrying about their SMS system, that how to manage that, they can also contact. We also manage the sponsorship license for them, and we advise them time to time, because every year they have to apply for new skilled people. Every single time, is if there is a changing into the business, they have to inform to the Home Office. Most of the businesses in the past, they have contacted me and they ask, they say, we were granted and that now the Home Office has revoked. So you need to be very careful when the Home Office grants you sponsorship license. Then they need to see that you manage it properly. How you manage it properly? You need to make sure that you have an employee, how you keep the record for his immigration status, how you update the Home Office, how you keep the record for attendance, how you keep the record according to the contract that you gave to the employee. You have HR system in the place, you have their holiday mention on the contract, their salary, each and every particulars sections are mentioned under the employment law into the contract. If someone even struggles to draft the contract, they can also contact me. Even the full package I normally give to our clients when they come. So let's take example. Some of one even they came and they just gave me to do their sponsorship license, and then once the license was granted, we also did the skilled worker visas for them, and then we manage for them. So we give as a full package to those businesses who are looking to apply for tier 2 sponsorship license, or they want to bring people from abroad, or they want to hire someone like in the UK. Let's say someone is on tier 4 visa, student. So we give as a full package, and this is very affordable. The work is there in the market. People, even anyone who has worked with us, especially that work with me, they always leave good reviews, and you may have even people in the circle who we as Marvel Oxlister may have acted on behalf of that person. So you guys, we have a team, we have a system in place. We are here for you guys to help you. So if someone is currently live and watching excuse me, I would I would explain, I would repeat the number that they can contact me directly. That is 0780 300 1377. Please make sure that you stick 30 minutes free consultation, and any question you have, you can write down on the paper and you can ask me one by one, and I'll be happy to answer you guys. And whoever is happy to come to the office, they can call me, they can call to the office, they can book the appointment, and they can, I'm normally in the office Monday, Thursday and Friday, 10 o'clock until 5:30. If someone wants to come and see me, they can come in the office, or if someone says that they want to come in on Tuesday and Wednesday, they need to let me know in the advance, so I'll make sure that I myself or one of the member of the team is there to see you. And we are available for you guys. You just need to pick up the phone, book your appointment, and discuss your legal status, discuss your legal rights in this country, and then I will be happy to answer each and every question to you. So I hope that the very important topic that all of you are worrying about it, I have explained you properly. But in any of the question, any of the topic of tier 2 sponsorship license, if you think I have left, so you people can ask, leave the comment, email me, call me, text me. The same number is on WhatsApp, so I can answer you. Or in the next topic, you guys can also suggest me the next topic, that what I should bring for you guys, because most of you they may have watched, I would say, people, a big community has watched the previous program, and I was so happy, which also encourages us that people, they actually wants us to come, and they wants us to help us, they trust us, they believe us, they know that we work hard to achieve the client's need, we work hard to achieve the goal, we are there to help our clients who are struggling to get their status, and any other matter with they are struggling with. As I said, with personal injury and crime, we will be coming soon, and I would also in the future start those topics once those areas are in place with us. So currently that's why we have just picked up two topics, immigration law and the family. So now the sponsorship is, I think I have given you overview. I know overview. I have not mentioned, due to the lack of time, I have not mentioned so many things in there. But what I'm going to do next time, if you guys can leave in the comments that what next you want me to do, yes, I would come and explain you. So another very important topics that people they want to know, they are out of the country. This is for those people who are inside the country, and they are outside the country as well. So the category which was introduced by the Home Office, and most of you have been benefited of that. What is the category? This is startup and innovator. So people they say, how do we do this? And I always tell them, you need to have an idea that what business you want to start in the UK, whether you are outside the country or inside the country. This category of startup can be done by any of them, outside the country and inside the country. How does it work? Your plan should be in place. You have the business plan. You submit. Now people are confused. I have even in some of the program I choose this topic, but due to the lack of time, I just gave the overview. But I'll try my best to explain you properly how the startup works. This is same as when you have someone comes in the country on tier 2 student visa. The Home Office has assigned tier 2 sponsorship license to the universities that they have authority to assign CAS certificate of CAS for the education that they can come. So for the business plan, the Home Office has given has endorsement bodies in the UK who you need to apply for. The universities I have just used for as an example. Please don't think that you have to. So you can. So the Home Office has endorsement bodies. They actually. What you need to do is to draft the business plan, and some of those who say that, oh, it's a very difficult task to draft this business plan, they can discuss, and they can call me, and they can discuss their idea, what they are looking to do in. So the main point here that I'm going to make, that we had so many inquiries that people they made, oh, how the startup works. Maybe they have been misguided. So I always say one thing, that when someone comes to you and wants legal advice from a lawyer who gives a legal advice to a person and the person is benefited, that is called the advice. But when you have someone and you give excuses that why you have not been able to been successful in this, then it's just an excuse. You have not your job. You have not done your job properly, which I believe that in the beginning, every single client should be informed properly, that should be advised properly, that what are the circumstances going to be and how this is going to work. So with startup, you need English language level 2. With startup, you need business plan, which needs to be submitted to endorsement body, and endorsement body has the power to authorize this. Once they authorize, same as universities, when you pay fees to them, endorsement bodies also have their fee, which is, I can give you the practice, like it depend on your business, which business are you going to do, depend on the field. And for first 2 years, which is called startup visa, for first 2 years, the endorsement body fee is only between 8,000 to 15. It depends which endorsement body accepts your business plan and issue you the endorsement letter. So that is what the startup visa is. Once you get the endorsement letter, then the second process comes to apply the application, where you have to submit all your documents. You have to show your maintenance requirements for 28 days, unless the endorsement body has taken the responsibility for maintenance. If not, then you have to maintain. There is a certain amount that you have to maintain for 28 days, which is not a lot. As long as you are single, it's 1,200 something. Then you add up the dependents. Then there is a Home Office fee and IHS involved. So this startup is the business visa. During the 5 years time, in this startup, you have one opportunity that you can do your business, and alongside you can also work and learn. You can do research. That is what Home Office says. And once you come to the country, you don't have to just invest that 50k in this country. You can You can start the business. You can take your, let's say, 6 months, 8 months time, do your research, do the work in the same field if you want to learn more. Then during end of the year, end of the first year, if you have been granted startup, you can start investing slowly. During the 5 years time, first you are completed your startup 2 years extension, then you have to show to the Home Office that now you have started the business, you have invested the money, this is your business report, this is the business record that you have done so far, this is what you been doing. And those individuals who say, oh, we can invest in franchise, or we can invest, no, it has to be your idea, it has to be your business. What new business or business ideas you are going to implement in the UK? Again, you just need to pick up your phone and call me and contact me. I'm here to help you, to give you the help you with the ideas, and to support you. You need to give me idea, then together we can establish that what you are looking into it and what you are going to do into it, and I can do my best to advise you, to guide you, that what possibilities are going to be, that you should be succeeded with the endorsement bodies, and you should be able to get the endorsement letter. This is going to be the main purpose, to get you the endorsement letter from the endorsement body, that because that is the main thing. Then again, like every other visa, you have eligibility criteria, you have suitability criteria. You do not have any criminal conviction on you. That is the very important part. So these are the things for startup. And for once you complete your 2 years, then the second extension is for 3 years. And once you have showed to the Home Office that you have established the business, this is your business, this is what you have been doing when you were granted. People, they say, okay, once I'll be granted visa and I come, and can I change the business? No, you cannot. What business plan you have given to endorsement bodies and to the Home Office, and they have issued you endorsement letter and the visa, then you cannot change it. You must have to stick on that for 5 years. If you want to change, then you have to reapply, or you may have to go back to your country to do that, unless you switch into another category. That is another topic. Who wants to ask this question, I can also explain them. You guys can see my contact details, our address, practice of areas of practice, and my contact number, email. Anything you want to know, you can just contact me directly. Yes. So within an innovator, you again pay fee to endorsement body. You can also work full time, and you can also, along with the work, you must have to do your business, the one you have been granted visa for. So don't forget the main purpose if you are granted, because the purpose is to do business. That is what the Home Office has given you visa for. So this is, I believe that explained you briefly for startup and innovator, those who wanted to know that how this system works. And this is complicated. Some of you may be thinking of that. This is difficult, but nothing is impossible. You have a time in life. The time which you want to bring in your time, that never comes on its own when you sit and think, oh, why that time is not coming, until you move forward. You would never have that day in your life when you would have everything with you. So you need to make sure that you work hard for your goals. And if you want to go for these business visas and for tier 2 sponsorship, and they have goals to come to in this country, they should just pick up the call and contact me, and I'll be happy to answer you all your questions, whatever comes in your mind, and I'll try my best, I'll do my level best to answer you all the questions which you may also have seen in the past, that I never miss your call, and I do my best when it comes to giving you free consultation. And I'm always there to help you. My number is on screen. Just call, and I will explain you step by step if you have any questions. So now, let me just move to the next important topic, that people, they have their appeals stuck with the court, because during COVID, as we all know that the Home Office the courts have the Home Office and courts, they change their not the criteria, the way that they were working. Most of the things are now online. The appeals are mostly on my HMCTS that you submitted through there. So most of you, some of them they submitted, some of them they did the paper one during the COVID, and I'm so sorry to hear about this, that most of you, they ask, or they are still waiting for the hearing, and what can be the time limit. Those who are with me, I've also explained them how I would be able to help them to send the inquiries to the court, online, emails, and through calls, and to make sure that if someone is stuck with that, and if someone is even failed to provide the bundle for appeal, then the time limit has gone, then what they have to do, because online through my HMCTS you have the time limit. The Home Office and the court, they both have issued the list that how you have to comply with the dates, how you have to comply with the time limits, that when you have to submit the grounds, when you have to submit the when the respondent has to reply, when the appellant has to upload the bundle, and then when the court will reply on that. So there is a time scale on that, and you must have to comply with that. Most of you they call, and they who think they can, which is a very difficult thing. I don't think so that you can do, because it's not your life is on risk. I understand once your visa is refused, and then now you are in the process of appeal, and if you make a silly mistake again, then that means you are going to be in big risk. So those who just call and try to ask, oh, how I can do the grounds, any of the and how to do skeleton argument. I had even calls, and they were asking the skeleton argument and grounds. So this is something that I always advise, that you need to do things properly. Few things that you struggle in your life, you always have an expert that you discuss with. You always have an expert that you contact with, and if something that you are struggling with is something that you are struggling to deal with this, just my number is there on the screen. Pick up the phone, call me, see the address. Marvel Solicitors there to help you guys. You can contact us, and we are happy, our team will be happy to help you, and especially myself, I'm available for you guys 24/7, even for any other matter. So let me just stick on appeals, and then I can jump on the further. So with appeal, you have the time limit. When it's refused, you have to submit this, and you do this online. One of my client asked me to explain this, because they say that in the past they were misguided. As I said, a lawyer, if he gives you excuses, that means he's not doing a good job, because his job is to give you the advice and to put you on the right track from the beginning. I always say from the beginning, because once you are on the right track since the beginning, then your ending would be smooth, and you will achieve what you want to achieve in this country. And you have to go through the process if you have your legal status in danger. So why not just pick up the call, pick up the phone and call me and discuss your legal matters, especially immigration and family. And I am again going to repeat this, that on personal injury and crime, I will be soon coming and pick up those topics. People who are even struggling or suffering due to their injury matters, due to their crime issues, which they think that they are not victim but they have been convicted for any sentence or anything, and they even looking for representative officer for the police station. So soon I'll be coming with those topics in future, but currently it's, as I said, due to the shortage of time, I have to stick on these important things that people even today I would not be able to cover all the topics because lack of the time. And I have picked up those topics which I saw that I was asked to discuss briefly. So with your appeals, how the system works, I have just given you a brief and idea. And next important topic that I would jump onto is going to be the refusal and reasons for visit visa refusals. Most of you they say, oh, we applied and it was refused. I always say to them, people, even one of the client came and I did pre-action protocol, challenged his decision to the Home Office. And the funny thing that was done in there was that the sponsor has showed his funds, that he has money, he has house, he has everything, and he wants to bring the applicant from his back home, from his homeland to the UK for visit. So the first question I asked my client, that the Appendix V, make sure you read Appendix V 4.2, 4.3. The sections are mentioned in there. You go and read that. Those sections clearly, most of the refusals are on those sections, and the Home Office mostly say that we don't agree with you, we don't think that you will go back, we don't think you have strong ties, we don't believe you that you will come and go back to your country. Why they say that? Because there is a lacking to give them evidence that the person who is applying has a very strong ties in the country where he has lived whole his life. So the first main thing, that the person has regular income, the person has some land and property. Let's say someone don't have that, but the person has regular income. Let's say a person is a pensioner, has agriculture income, has a rental income, has any investment which is coming through that. The Home Office want to see that. You need to provide the evidence. You need to, I'm talking about the applicant who is applying from abroad, not for the sponsor. Sponsor, as long as sponsor is working, sponsor can provide the accommodation. Yes, that is enough. Sponsor can provide travel, can provide food. Yes, these are the important points as well, that what is the situation of the sponsor. But you must have to show the strong ties. Strong ties, now people, they come and ask you, you're just telling us the strong ties. How? The strong ties you can establish that you have family. Let's say someone is living in family house and he's just going to visit here in the UK. They need to show how they live there, how they have strong bonds, ties, who other direct family member lives in there. extended family member lives in the same city and same country, they have to establish, they have to establish their duties. Like, let's say someone is living here, you have responsibility, you have child, you have work, you have your family and friends commitments, you have businesses. So these are the ties and bonds that you have with your country. You need to establish when you apply for visit visa, especially. You need to establish your income. You need to establish that. You need to establish the very, very main point, your purpose. Even it clearly says that the Appendix V, if most of, I know most of, even in legal industries, even I know that what I'm going to talk about, if you read the Appendix V, it clearly says even you are visiting your family and friends, then you need to also mention the reason to the Home Office that what's the purpose, is there any event, are you coming that you have not seen the person for a very long time, is there is any specific reason you must have to establish, or you planning to visit the historical places in the UK. So these are the main elements that people should be very careful when they apply for their visit visa, and most of them are not been given the proper legal advice. And another thing with the visit visa, people they come and say, oh, is it going to be done 100%? If someone, for any of your case, if someone is giving you 100% assurity, that person is lying to you. You have to keep this in your mind, that person is lying to you, because we as a lawyer, we provide you legal services, we put you through the path that under the law, under the guidance, under the legislation, under the case law, under the ruling of the court, what judiciary says, what the law says, what the legislation says, what the new law says that I explained, so many new changings previously in the previous program, and most of you were so happy, and I saw your comments that you guys really appreciated that what we were doing here last time. And I believe that you guys will only be benefited if you even listen my program regularly. I can assure that you guys will I will make sure that you guys understand the law, you guys understand your rights, you guys understand. If you go to anyone, so you just Google it and you just check it, you read the guidance. If you're struggling to do that, at least you know properly before you give your case to someone, you know that what is this person going to do. And this is my purpose, that in the community, when I even started this show, that my main purpose was to bring awareness. The name of the program is Legal Rights, and I should in future even add awareness, legal awareness with I should name this in future, because my purpose, when I take any topic, I briefly go through it and I explain you with the law sections, legislations, the current rules. So this is the purpose, to educate you guys that how the system works, and to make sure that you people are not being misguided in the in future and in the past. If someone has been misguided and given the wrong advice, they can still come. How? Just pick up the phone and call me on 0780 300 1377, and I'm repeating this, that the 30 minutes first consultation is free, that you guys can come call me. Any of those who are busy with their works, they can't come to the office during the weekdays, you have option, you don't have to take off, you have option to call me and discuss. Anyone who wants to come to the office, most welcome. Call and book your appointment and discuss your matter in the meeting. in person, you guys are most welcome. And just book your appointment, call me directly, or contact the office, and you guys can meet me. That's not a problem. So there are further few very important topics that I would give because the lack of time, I would give the overview. I'll try my best that it will be briefly. So the people, those individuals who said to me they are already on 10 years parent route. First thing first, I would say this is one of the very important, very popular route that most of our community people, they are on it. They had British child, and then one of the parent want to switch onto the parent leave, because they have responsibility of the child, and they want to be benefited of that. And once you have done that, then you are on 10 years. If you are granted, you have British child, you qualify the criteria due to your British child in the UK, then you are granted 10 years. And you don't have legal status. If you have legal status and you apply due to your British child for very first time, you can apply for 5 years parent route. And today there are other routes as well under Appendix FM in the same category, if you have child, if you have partner, but I've just picked up the parent route, 10 years. So those who were asking that what are the changings in there, the 10 years parent route is still there. You can switch into, if let's say someone is granted their 30 months leave under the 10 years parent route, you can switch. And when it comes to the second extension, because you have to complete four sets of 30 months, then you complete your 10 years and you are eligible for indefinite leave to remain. Some of them, the funny question that some of them was told, one of my client was told, if you have British child then and you want to apply under 10 years parent route, you can directly get the indefinite leave to remain. I like this was even funny enough for me, that why people have been given the wrong advice. That's why I always say, why don't you come and contact me and just put yourself into the right direction. So once you switch on to 5 years route, you need to comply with the specific criteria that you qualify under the 5 years parent route. And what is the criteria? That for all the categories, we issue you list of documents where we mention all the documents step by step for you to work out and provide all the documents. And if something that you are struggling on, you can still contact and I can tell you, explain you, because some of them, even if we ask them, you need to provide a letter from GP that you are registered father with them. So they say, oh, how we in the past we even helped them to write letter to GP for them that, look, the person is our client and we need to know if this person is if this person is the registered father of XYZ child. That is how it is. Another thing, there were a few inquiries for the British passport. Let me just explain you. The Home Office is now HM passport, Her Majesty Passport Office is taking now 10 weeks for that. 10 weeks time starts from the date when they receive the document. This is what I have just realized that I had to, when I was coming for the show, I had this question, so I've just explained you. It just suddenly came in my mind. I've explained you that is 10 weeks from the date when the Home Office receives your documents, and it can be checked. Make sure anyone is doing the application on their own. They under the Nationality Act 1981, they applying for the British passport for their child. From the date when the Home Office receives, you submit the online application. Then the Home Office asks you to send the original documents to them directly, and once they receive, they update the portal and they tell you that we have received the document and we are now working for your application. So it takes 10 weeks. Previously, of course, currently this is the time criteria for the British passport application for the child, first child. It may take longer if someone is doing for adult. Yeah. So again, let's jump. This is the last topic for the immigration, which is also a very hot topic and important topic for you guys. I know that you wanted to hear this, and I've chosen this for you guys that you guys were always interested, and I've always, in every program, I say this because people, when it comes to their savings, when it comes to their earnings, it's really hard when they are doing especially FLRM, spouse, 10 years, 5 years route, child Gen 3.2, and human rights HRO, other grounds they are doing, and they have their savings. Even most recently I had a client from Ghana and also from Pakistan that we had to do their application as their 4 family members, and if they would go and save the money for the Home Office, that would have taken them so many years to delay the application. But the lucky, I would say that we have been able to work together, and we had the successful decision for them that we were able to apply the fee waiver application for them, and the fee waiver was granted, and we helped them to save around £9,000. So even there is a criteria, there is a law that who qualify for that. Even those individuals who are worrying, I'm working but I do not have savings to pay for my next extension, even still those who are struggling for that, they can let me make this clear. This is not, fee waiver is not going to work for indefinite leave to remain. Works for 10 years, 5 years, parent route, child, Gen 3.2, HRO, and FLRM, partner route, 5 years, 10 years. It works on that. So if you are even working excuse me, and you can establish that you have income coming into your account, but your outgoings are same as your income, and you do not have savings. So that something can be considered by the Home Office. You can just pick up your phone and call me, and I will explain you. I can do this for you guys. Make sure that you contact me on 0780 300 1377. I'm keep repeating this, that you guys come to us, you contact me, or you contact the office number. The name is right at the back of the screen, Mavalock Solicitors. This way you can clearly see that Mavalock Solicitors. The address is 2A Median Road. It's a ground floor office. We are situated on a very, very, very busy and popular location. That is the hub of immigrants from different backgrounds. So you can't miss us. You can never miss us if you are coming through the Hackney Central Station. So in order to establish the point that whether you qualify for fee waiver, you just not get this answer while you are sitting home and just thinking. All you need to do, pick up the phone, contact me, and I'm here to help you. I would explain you, I would do my assessment, and would ask you some question in regards to your earnings, your current status, and then I can advise you on that, whether you qualify for fee waiver or not. And most of you, as I said, even are working. They don't need to worry they can also contact me and explain me the situation, whether they qualify or not. I can tell them they need to provide me some documents that I would request them, and I would go through and check, and I can advise them whether we should go ahead on this or not. And fee waiver is also discretionary. That is the special discretionary power of the Home Office, that they allow fee waiver. So if again someone is telling you, come and I would get this done for you 100%, that then I would say the person is misguiding you, misadvising you, the person is lying to you. So that is how it is. Let's just come to family law now. We have a short time, and I would explain before we jump to family law. I would give the brief of the firm. We at Marvellock Solicitors do family law, immigration law. We do all the areas of immigration, all the visas application inside and outside the country, and we specialist in tier 2 sponsorship license, and also we even specializing in all the every single category of immigration. So you guys can contact me directly. We do appeal. Anyone has a detention issue, anyone has been stopped by the Home Office, has been detained, has a appeal going on, judicial review, pre-action protocol, startup visa, tier 2 sponsorship application, skilled worker application, admin review inside or outside the country, and nationality, citizenship, anything, British passport, and fee waivers. So these are we cover every single area in immigration law. So you don't have to worry. Whoever is struggling with that, just contact Marvellock Solicitors. My number is there on the screen. You guys can see that, and just pick up the call and phone and call me. So let's jump on to family law. Today with family law, I know I previously explained you divorce, that the new law came after 50 years. 50 years the changing was came into force into Family Act and Divorce Act, and that was that you don't have to now give the specific reason that why you guys want to. It is sad, I would say it is sad, of course, when it comes to the relation to an end. This is sad, but this is how the life is. This is how we human work, we human do in this world. And if someone is not happy with someone, that person jump and find someone who they feel happy and live. So when it comes to divorce, this is sad. When it comes to financial dispute, because if as a couple you have built up your home on your own, and then when it comes to financial dispute, it hurts, and of course it's not an easy task. And then when it comes to split, when you have children, so when you have children, that is such a weak point for both parents, because everyone loves children, and when it comes for the children, who the children should live, and in most of the cases, of course, children are with mother. And why with mother? Mother has always been a primary carer of the children, and it depends who was the primary carer, but of course child needs, mother is the one who looks after the child, and child needs more to be with mother at certain age. And when it comes to family law, most of our clients, they come, I've seen male clients, they come and ask for their child arraignment orders. So when it comes to the special guardianship order is different than the child arraignment order. So please do not mix up this. Special guardianship order, I would may pick this topic in the next Tuesday, and I would make sure I would bring all those topics that you guys really want to know about. So, with child arraignment, this is something not an easy step. If domestic violence is involved, then we can do this directly. If not, then we have to go through the mediation that we normally do for our clients. Then the clients, they mostly I know they worry because they are frustrated. First thing, they do not have contact with the child. Second thing, they are paying money. Third thing, they now want to know, they have paid the money, and when are they be able to get the orders from the court. And I always say this matter is not an easy one. Because the court, when you submit C-100 to the court for child arraignment orders, there is nothing, and domestic violence is involved, and on top of that, non-molestation order is there against you. Then it becomes a little bit difficult, but it's not impossible, because that is your child. You have your name on the birth certificate. You want to have contact. So during the first hearing, when you have that, you get the directions normally, and then the court judge, the court has to involve the Section 7 report through the CAF officer. They have to involve social worker. They need to see the report. They need to see any police report if the police was involved due to any domestic violence. They need to see the medical condition of any of the party if the medical condition was raised in any of the allegations through the non-molestation order. So they must have to establish, they must have to show all the allegations were made. They have to reply. Then there may be a point come when the court would come and say for the case management hearing. The case management hearing people, they get worried when this come, because they always want to know when the process will finish. The case management hearing is so important, and most of you want to know that what happens in there. In case management hearings, you don't have to worry. The court wants to make sure that you comply with the directions, because why you comply with the directions and you have provided you have served the bundle. If court has asked any of the party to serve the bundle to the other party and the court, and you guys have complied with that, you have all the bundle as the court has gave you the direction, you comply with that. You have to make sure that you make sure that due to the case management hearing, you are showing all the documents to the court that now you are ready for the hearing. So case management hearing is the case management that the court would make sure that for the hearing we are ready. So it is going to save your time, court's time, and respondent time, that you have complied with the directions. You have all the documents in place. You have Section 7 report. You have social worker report, and you have the details. Anything that you wanted to obtain through the school, anything you wanted to obtain through the medical record, through the police, and disclosure. In some of the cases, police court may ask you for the police disclosure. That can also take time, and the process takes time, because when the Section 7 report CAF officer is involved, the person will interview you, and some of them you just get scared of that when it comes to that stage, which is when the Home Office, when the court instruct these organizations to get involved in this, their duty is to give their fair opinion on both parties, because these parties are not there to get you separate from your child. These parties are there to help you. They give their honest opinion. They give what they ask you. They give their findings what they find. So this is something that you cannot blame to anyone. This is something that you really need to understand and be patient, that this process takes time, and this every party has right. Every party has right to explain and to bring the evidence, especially if the child arraignment and non-molestation is going together by the consent of the court, that it should go together. Then in that case, you have to you have court schedule. You have to respond for the allegations that were made against you, and that you were served the molestation orders for the court to you. So then there are they have to do the the court need to do the proper finding, because children are involved and their safety is involved, and then also when it comes to parent, then Article 18 is involved. Court want to make sure that if father is attached, if the mother is attached, they do not want to break that bond with the family, and they want to keep them together. So don't just blame on anyone. Just be patient, and if you are struggling with one of this issue, pick up the phone and call me, and I would explain you according to your situation. This is what I've given you the brief with some of the cases that I did in the past. But if someone is going through the specific difficult situation, then you can contact me and I'll explain you. So with the parental responsibility, this is the last topic for today that I would like to explain you guys. That most of you are in a relationship, and they have asked me that how we should be able to obtain this parental responsibility. So I normally tell them that a person who's a biological father of the child has automatic parental responsibility. But in the case that if they want to be into the agreement, they can still apply through the court for the parental responsibility, but they need to establish again the first thing, important thing, birth certificate. Second thing, again, you have to show that how close and what strong ties or what bond that you have established during that time with your child. And this parental responsibility is granted by the court, also by the consent of your partner. Your partner should also sign the parental responsibility form, which gives you authority to have the responsibility of your child, that you guys have equal rights with for your child. So this topic, this topic was asked by one of my client, and most of the client who have worked previously and been successful, they've been granted in most of the areas. They actually give me the topics and they suggest me, and some of them I pick them as last time there were changings. If there is something coming up, any changing would come, I myself will come and explain you the changings. But any specific topic that you guys want me to explain you, current topic that you want me to explain you, I'm here to help you. All you need to do is to just pick up your phone and ring me on 0780 300 1377. My email is there, fahad@mawaloc.solicitors.co.uk. Mawaloc Solicitors, we are based in Hackney. The address we have is 2A Median Road, ground floor office, and we just 3 minutes away from Hackney Central. Our postcode is E50PL. And another important point, some of them, they call, they say, oh, or is there a parking available? Yes, the parking is available for you guys, so you don't have to worry about it. Station is also closer. So we at Marvel Listers has made your life easier. Anyone who wants to come to us through the station, and anyone who drives, they both of you can find us easily. So this is now I'm going to end this program. I hope that I have explained all the main points that you guys wanted to know, and I believe that I've explained them briefly. In the next Tuesday, I'll pick up more important topics and would explain you as I explained you today, with the law, with the Home Office guidance. And I always give out and the guidance names, and step by step I tell you the section as well. So this is what my purpose is, to bring the awareness in the community, and whether it's any background in this country has immigration and family issue, they can contact me. Again, I would say my details are there on the video, on live, and this is going to be on Omega TV as well, and then you guys can contact me. And thank you for watching. Keep sharing this, and see you next Tuesday. Thank you so much. Thank you.